launched its first series of lectures with Dr. Naif Al-Mutawa with the title The Story of the 99. Reporting from the Sheikh Abdullah Al Salam Center, this is Taslim Rasul for Kuwait in 30 minutes.
The second Autism Artistic Exhibition recently kicked off at Ahmed Al Adwani Gallery with a ribbon-cutting ceremony. The exhibition is sponsored by the National Council for Culture, Arts and Letters and involves 35 participants from schools, societies and educational centers. The two-day exhibition aims at shedding light on creativity by artists of special needs. The exhibition was attended by Ali Al Yuha, Secretary General of Kuwait National Council for Culture, Arts and Letters, and Vice President of the Supreme Council for the Handicapped, Munira Al Mutawa. Our reporter Ghanwa Jabbouri has more.
An art exhibition currently taking place at Ahmed Al Adwani Gallery is a platform of immense inspiration as some of the works on display demonstrate great zeal and promise from participants who have special needs but who have portrayed a great deal of passion and skill in their artwork.
Today is a special day. It's the Awareness Day of Autism, and it's the second event we have exhibitions for the autism actually. And I say special day because it's initiated by the United Nations, that it is really the Awareness Day of Autism for the awareness of community, to focus on the really the arts and the skillful and really the wonderful work what they are doing, and to really try to see focus this media of community to say how wonderful, how really skillful what they are doing, to the arts, and not only in arts, but everything, like music, writing books.
Students that have taken part in the art exhibition expressed sheer enthusiasm in their artwork and indeed their future in the arts arena, which looks bright and promising. Participants spoke with fervour and joy as they described their love for art. Participating students have in fact portrayed some rather intriguing and impressive artwork.
I've been inspired by some of the artists, which is Pablo Picasso, and the artist in Dubai, Qatar and Abu Dhabi. This is the artwork of Al Hamra Tower and Ambike Tower. And the peoples are watching the Twin Towers at night. This is Imam Muhammad Mosque in Qatar and Sheikh Nasser Mosque in Kuwait and the oldest mosque in Bahrain, and Sultan Qaboos in Muscat, Oman, and Sheikh Zayed Mosque in Abu Dhabi, and this Al-Quds, known as Jerusalem.
The two-day exhibition aims at shedding light on creativity by artists of special challenges. Participants have certainly taken advantage of the platform offered to them by showcasing immense creativity and talent.
Such inspiring and impressive artwork from some very talented and creative participants. From Al Adwani Exhibition Hall in Dahiyat Abdullah Salim, I'm Ghanwa Jabbouri reporting to you for Kuwait in 30 minutes.
The 7th Kuwait Green Building Conference and Exhibition took place at the Radisson Blu with guest speakers from the Green Building Council, KFAS, Public Authority for Environmental and audiences including officials, senior professionals, and special guests from related industries. It was an event that provided outstanding value. More from our reporter, Najla Sadiq.
The 7th Kuwait Green Building Conference and Exhibition was held at the Radisson Blu, following 2 consecutive days of insightful workshops on the topic. Guest speakers and attendees included members of the Kuwait Green Building Council, relevant government entities, companies representing products and services in the industry, and distinguished guests.
For this speech or word to talk about green buildings, all the world is heading for green buildings. Green buildings is having eco-friendly buildings that live with our life and live with our daily, let's say, task or plans or buildings. So now we are on board that global warming is very high, pollution is high, the world is getting into just developing and making things better and making the economy better, but forgetting about the main and the core. It's our health and our life. And that's where the awareness and the culture have to change. When you go to the European country, especially Germany, you're going to see how they are ahead of all over the world, by putting policies, putting awareness and cultures since, schools, for kids and for students, and any household, to make sure how they take care of their waste, for example, how they consider protecting the environment, not harming the environment in anything they do, not just a green building. So basically the most important thing we want to spread to Kuwait is to think of this is the place that you're living. This is where you're gonna live, your family will live, and your grandchildren will live. If you don't take care of this, you're not taking care of yourself or your families.
We, as a Kuwait Green Building Council, our main target is actually to raise the awareness of the population and the professionals about green buildings. So our target is actually through our activities, seminars, technical workshops, conferences, to raise that awareness. At the moment, many people know about green buildings, but our target that everyone knows about green buildings. What does it mean living in a green building? What are the benefits for the environment? How is improving our productivity, effectiveness, health, wellness? So our target is also to work with the government. Our ultimate goal is to work with the government to make it mandatory for everyone to retrofit existing buildings, but also build new buildings to be green or net zero energy or net positive to improve our environment.
I would like to thank everybody about this event, first of all, because it's really great to increase the social awareness, to inform people about green buildings. Because like when you say green building, most of the people, they say, okay, what's a green building? In short, it's an energy efficient building which is giving, during construction, which is less harmful to the environment and giving higher indoor quality for the occupants. So in our Kuwait International Airport Terminal 2, we are going to have an energy efficient building. So while we are cooling or heating the building, we are going to use less energy.
As environmental awareness in the segments of green building and energy, as well as all forms of waste management, is spreading rapidly, the starting point is undeniably at home and by the individual. Kuwait remains experiencing gradual incline by global indicators with respect to the environment and continues to strive for improvement. The 7th Kuwait Green Building Conference and Exhibition, bringing you environmental technology and awareness. From the Radisson Blu, I'm Najlat Sadiq, reporting to you for Kuwait in 30 minutes.
An event took place at the El Yarmouk Cultural Center where traditional Bedouin music was played. Audiences were thrilled and the event was a special entertainment with historic element. More on the event.
A special heartwarming event was held at the El Yarmouk Cultural Center, where traditional music was played by musical instrumentalists and songs of Arab culture and lyrics that have made their way through history. A special instrument of focus was the Bedouin Rababa. The Bedouin Rababa is a string instrument which originated in what is now known as Tay, no later than the 8th century, and was spread via Islamic trading routes over much of North Africa, the Middle East, parts of Europe, and the Far East. The rababa is considered part of the oud family, which is a special delicately treated type of wood. As the rababa is a key instrument of Arabo-Andalusian music, it is almost certainly the direct descendant of the European violin, via the medieval rebec. It is used in a wide variety of musical ensembles and genres such as mashoub, skhari, hilali, samri, mankus, and others. Corresponding with its wide distribution, it is built and played somewhat differently in different areas. Mahalhil al-Hashash is a renowned Kuwaiti poet and instrumentalist of the rababa, who has received 35 international awards and represented Kuwait in several festivals. He was recognized as the leading instrumentalist of the rababa in the Arab world by Jordan. The event at Al Yarmouk Cultural Center was mesmerizing with its deep sounds that penetrate into the hearts and minds of its audience. The art of the Badawi rababa, a precious instrument that holds traditional value and an unchanged essence through history. From the Yarmouk Cultural Center, I'm Najla Sadiq, reporting to you for Kuwait in 30 minutes.
Unfortunately, this brings us to the conclusion of tonight's episode of Kuwait in 30 minutes. We hope to see you again same time next week. Our highly dedicated team of correspondents is constantly out on the field searching for reports that matter most to you. Thank you for joining us tonight, and see you next week with more exclusive reports. Have a good night.